coaches, and I told our players that Thursday I saw it coming, and didn't say much. And even on today, during pregame warm-up, I started coming. I said, I know we're not ready to play, we're not focused, and it's just the little things and they catch up with you. I mean, you're not a very mature football team. You don't have much leadership. Those things will always catch up with you, and then they catch you at a time when you're not really ready. So then we always think that we can battle back, and that doesn't always happen. And so then when we get down, everybody's thinking somebody's going to make a play, and they're waiting on someone else to make the play instead of them making the play themselves. Then start trying to do someone else's job. You look at the Russian defense, they rush for 360 yards, and it's more gap control, guys jumping out of gaps, they're overrunning the football, and the ball cutting back, and then, just not having explosive plays on offense. There's no team should be able to sit down over us and just play us man coverage and bump around us, and we can't get the explosive plays. And, we got 3 more coming at us, and see if we can't go out and compete and get better and go finish it the right way.
Is it everybody just wondering because you still have on this game? Do you think they're going to just let them figure it out?
Well, it's not so much we're not ready to play. I don't, sometimes you look at it, we're sitting there, we're 7-0, and we're just skating by. And how good really are we? And you look at, you're right, there's so much left, and so much was there for us to go get, and then we don't go out and compete and go get it.
It looked pretty good offensively on that first drive, a couple of long runs to start off, and then Tulane maybe made some adjustments. What happened after that first drive?
Well, you get down to the red zone, you don't go score. So it's been an issue. You get to the red zone, then we don't score, then you end up with a field goal. Then we come back after that, and we didn't execute. We didn't come down. You look at our offense, and it's a big play, explosive. Things we've been scoring on 1 or 2 plays and touchdowns. And when we had to just manage to and drive the ball, that didn't happen. And but we, you got to get the ball in the right people's hand, and we didn't establish the run. Our game is we have to be able to run the football. And I think for the first time we ended up with less than 100 yards rushing, and you have 2 really good runners in Cronkite and Ford, and we didn't rush the ball good at all.
Cronkite didn't play that much tonight. Why was that?
Well, it wasn't by design. We got down, so then we started throwing the football, and then he wasn't in there all the time to protect. So we just could have, got the score, and we could, you look up, and then all of a sudden you're down, 27-3, and you got to go play catch up. And we love to run the football, and we didn't get that chance to.
You feel like you guys played hard all the way through?
Oh no, we didn't play hard at all. I mean, we didn't.
Houston was a wake-up call. Maybe a wake-up call for the guys.
Well, you got to have leadership. You got to be a mature team to really wake up, and we'll see if we can wake up. And then you don't want a loss to lead to another loss. What I said to them the other day, don't let yesterday use up too much of the day. Don't go out and let last week beat you twice. And this is what is happening.
Coach, what was it about Thursday that you recognized the team wasn't ready to play?
Well, just how it showed your whole demeanor and your whole focus and how you just go about yourself. And you sit, and then sometimes when guys are, when you make a mistake at practice and it leads to the game, then you know you're not ready. And then just how you just carry yourself. They just thought maybe the Houston loss was a wake-up call, and we will be ready to go. It's not that easy, and it will never be that easy. But when you don't have and you think about what we have is a lot of the leaders that we have right now have never led, so they don't know how to lead. So there's more of it, and I tell our coaches all the time, because we got to get involved, and I guess we don't understand that, but we have to get involved, and until we get involved and lead the football team, it will end up like we did tonight.
Does it justify? I mean, it'd be really easy to say, given the performance today, if someone will look at what's left on the division, and go, how the heck are these guys going to win another game?
Well, you're on the road twice, and you got Central Florida coming in here. I mean, it's not looking very good, but, we'll see, because one thing we won't do is we will not quit, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna go compete, we have to play better and that show better. It's not so, it's just the sense of urgency of how you go about things, and that's what's critical. And sometimes I think that, you know, that with the younger guys, because we play so many, they have a little more to them than some of our older guys. But it's, you know, it's a poor job of coaching on our part also.
Coach, the struggles in the first half have kind of been a theme of the season so far for this team. Is that something that you can coach against in practice? Is that a leadership thing? What do you think that's been going on with that?
Well, you gotta go out and you gotta get started, and on defense, you gotta stop people, and you get 3 and out, you get off the field on 3rd down. Offensively, you gotta go drive in football. You gotta go make plays, and the guys, and then it's not, you know, sometimes when you say a lot where, you know, people look for excuses, well, it's been like that. No, it can change. It's not like it's, okay, it's been like that. I see us take the ball and go drive it too.
Yeah.
So it's no excuses. And heck, defensively, we take the field, you gotta go stop them and get off the field, make them punt the ball, get the ball back to the offense. Now take the ball and go drive the football. And that can be done. So it's not, you know, everybody's saying, well, you know, y'all, we're not, and our guys start believing, oh, we're a comeback team. Oh, we're not a comeback team, guys. Some of those games that we got, you know, we're very fortunate to get them, but there's no reason for us to be in that position.
Do you think maybe that mentality kind of affected things, thinking the guys thinking that they were comeback team?
Well, I hope not, because last week in Houston, we didn't come back. So, I mean, you know, you saw one game, you didn't come back. And then all of a sudden, you get a big lead built on you in the first half, and when you're down 27-3, and it's not 0-0, it's 27-3. Okay, you're down 24 points. All right, so it's really hard to come back from 24 points. So let's. And I told them at halftime, let's get that thinking out of our head. We haven't played well enough, and for us to go out and think we're going to go score 24 points. I mean, I don't know what you guys are thinking. I don't know. The way we played out there today, we probably won't go out and score 3 points.
You went 5 wide a bunch of times in this game, particularly in the second and third quarter. But you only ran 5 7-yard hitches. Is there a problem throwing the ball down the field? Did you not want to go down the field?
No, I mean, well, when we put it in, it was when you were going to attack high, you was going to high low, and we didn't. We never high low. And I think that one time we called it was 4th and 5 or something, and we threw a hitch and then we didn't get the first down. Then the next time we called it, I think we threw one to Jannard and he ended up dropping it. But if you're going to attack people with 5 wides, you got to attack them. You got to attack them vertically, and you got to stretch the field and get the underneath runs.
Why didn't you want to go down the field? Why didn't you want to throw over?
Well, I think that when he called it, it was the time that he used it was like 4th and
Down
short,
distance.
right? And the down distance was a major reason why.
Charlie, does this call for any significant changes, not just in terms of personnel, but maybe coaches' roles?
Well, I can't. I mean, we won 7 games. I mean, we said they're 7-2. So I ain't sitting here and saying, hey, this guy needs to do this and that. I think the coaches are just as much as embarrassed as anyone. Those guys have a job to do. They know what their job is, and they know they got to get better. And there's no reason for us to go out and perform the way we performed today. If you're a position coach, and if your position looked like the way it looked tonight, then you got to check yourself. And me being the head coach, it falls on me because the whole team looked bad, from the offense to the defense to the kicking game. I mean, we were god awful out there, and that's what cannot happen. Because we have good enough players where we can go out and compete and win games, and if we can't get them to play, that's our fault.
Charlie, I know I was knowing the moment here. You guys got called for disconcerting signals. What was that?
Yeah, what happened was we were moving to a defense, and they are a clap team. So we were trying to get a guy moved over, so we clapped him and said, hey, get over here. So the official said that when we clap, it calls their guys to jump, which I've never heard of that myself, but it was on the defensive side, so I was like, wow. And because even on offense, when we go silent, we go and we'll say something, then their defense says something, try to get us to jump. But it's the first time it's called, so it's a little different.
There's not a lot of stuff like that.
Well, you look at it too, it's, okay, you solid catches the ball down the sideline, he makes a guy miss, then all of a sudden, the guy comes in, helmets the ball goes back another, 15 to 20 yards. You know, Johnny Forsman playing very well, he goes there and tries to make a, just fair catch the ball, and told me he lost it in the sun, and then, that ball, instead it just, usually you're still that close to the sideline, the ball would just jet out, then all of a sudden it goes up the field on us, then the next play, the guy hits us because we overrun the ball, and the guy hits a gap, but it was just one of those nights, and it wasn't gonna, from start to finish, and that's why it's all so key that you have to be mentally locked in, because when you get the mental toughness about you, you're gonna play with confidence, and guys are gonna believe in it, and they're gonna believe in their teammates, and they're gonna know that they have a job to do, but we didn't have that confidence tonight, we didn't play, we didn't have that sense of urgency about us, we just kind of went through the motion, thinking that, this team was gonna back down to us, and that was not gonna happen.
Coach Ford's been getting more and more carries every week. Is he gonna be the primary ball handler the rest of the way?
Well, it's hard to say, because you look at, Cronkite's got, 900 yards, and Johnny's got 500, so, we didn't run the ball well tonight, so it's, neither one of them got many carries. I think our quarterback was the leading rusher.
What needs to happen to have a chance against Cincinnati? You're playing in that shutout game today.
Well, we got to go on the road, so it's going to be a really good, tough battle for us. But one thing we need to do is wake up. We need to wake up and realize that, hey, in order for us to go win in Cincinnati, we got to play our best, and we got to come in there with the right attitude and the right mindset. And it does, we can't use the excuse that you're playing so many freshmen. I mean, we're 9 games into the season now, so you can't use that as an excuse.
All right, thank you all.
All right, thanks, guys.